So I just woke up. I feel like I've got a cold. I had to put nose spray in my nose this morning. Hang on. um, and when I woke up, like virtually in the last 30 minutes, the where's my tissue? The cold air is just hang on. The cold air is just like getting into my nose. So this is like the frosty mood of winter. And I'm not sick, but I'm gonna get sick if I don't get the flu shot. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is arrange to get a flu shot. And but I'm gonna take a Panadol probably, just in case I am sort of getting sick. But it's very wintry, very cool. Like the air is very cold, and I'm not technically sick, but I've got like hatchies this morning. And before I went to sleep last night, I had a blocked nose, so I put in nasal spray. When I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, I put in another dose of nasal spray because my nose was blocked again, and now I've got hatchies. So, so yeah. I just like a couple of days ago, I think it was yesterday actually, a relative told me they were sick, and everyone's like criticizing, oh, why are they sick? You know, they're sick quite often. And now I'm like, because the weather's changed from to a cooler level, I'm sort of starting to feel very susceptible of getting sick. So I'm gonna book in that flu shot quick smart. Ideally I want to do it before I go to New South Wales next week. And I don't mind if they have the COVID ones, with a bit of COVID in it. So yeah, I'm probably just. I don't know if they all having like all flu shots have a little bit of COVID immunity to it now. If they do, that's fine. I just get the COVID with the cold flu shot. That would increase my my participation in annual COVID shots if they combine them, because if it's like something that you should be doing combined, because I know I didn't originally get my COVID shots when COVID was at high, but if they do something convenient like combine it with your flu shot, then that should be okay. I didn't get it because at the time, like everyone who was getting the COVID shot was getting sick, so I was like on the outskirts of things. I was very, skeptical. But then later, I remembered, like when I was in the US, they were doing certain areas were being exposed to COVID, and I was like on the like AstraZeneca trial, first trial of it, and I just forgot about it, And then like ages after I'd done my fun and dance of not wanting to get a COVID shot, like I remembered that, and I'm like, oh well, it should be okay because it's really just like getting a flu shot. But because of all the stuff on the news and all the hype against it and blah blah blah, all people having problems, it's like with it, it's like I didn't want to do it, and then I had this memory where, I apparently got COVID in the U.S. When they were doing like preliminary exposures, and I was like I tried like I think it was AstraZeneca and Moderna or something, And since it seemed okay, like it just seemed like a flu injection, but it worked while you were exposed and had it. So, and I think I also did the oh, there was another way of taking it, like an ingester or something. So I tried a few different products to help, and they all worked, and I felt fine and dandy within, you know, half a week and blah blah blah. And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." So all these seemed just fine, and it's like, yeah, I would I would take them, but I forgot about that. I was like, I totally forgot about that. Um, but so I'm just saying, if they just put the bloody COVID stuff in with the flu shots, take them both at one time, that'll do me. I'll do it then because it's obviously safe to use and blah blah blah. But I totally forgot about that, and then I sort of remembered later, and I was like, oh, now I feel silly. Like I've been going anti getting COVID shots because of how other people like getting their shots and getting sick, and so I didn't get sick at all with COVID, and I was like working quite a few times during the peak time of COVID, um, and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, enough about COVID. I'm talking about the flu. The flu's the thing that's on the rise. Um, I I'm gonna phone the doctors today to see if I can get a flu shot quick and dandy because I'm gonna get sick if I don't get it. I hate getting the flu. I hate getting sick. I hate getting cold, and I don't want to get sick at all. So I always take my flu shot really earlier on because I've been getting more and more sick each time. Like I've been exposed to getting sick until it's like I really dip into being sick. And so I'm getting like more generally more flu shots all the time, like every year, instead of just sometimes whenever I feel like it. So I'm pretty keen on it. So um, it's sort of the thing that I like to do. So I don't get sick, and it really does help because I hate getting sick. I hate the experience of the flu and everything. So um, I think the flu in general kind of sucks. And I don't like to get it at all. So, but that wind, the air, without even opening the window, is stark frosty. It's very frosty. It's like you just breathe in your room, and it's very very cool. Like it's very sunny and it's warm, but it's also cool. That's the confusion when it's still sunny and warm, but the air is frosty and cool. You're like, oh, I can walk outside without needing a jumper still. Even though it's cool, it's not like ice so cold that you're putting on a jumper. And that's what I was like yesterday. And now, like today, it's like, oh, maybe I should wear a jumper whenever I go outside, or something. Actually, I got a long sleeve shirt. I want to wear a skivvy. I don't know if I have one. I was gonna get a Bamboo one, but that's ultra expensive. I should I should try and cash in some of my gift certificates because I'm like always needing money to spend. True enough, I would have spent some on knee-high boots on the weekend if I found the right price, but I found these lovely ones for like $110, and they were down from $3.99. I was like, I would have bought them, but they weren't in my size. I was like, oh, these ones are cool because they're like suede. But I generally don't like knee-high boots because the weather gets is only cold for a short period of time, and and then when it gets warm again, you can't wear them. So I would keep a pair of knee. That's why I don't buy knee-high boots. That's why I always think, oh, nice surprise, but I don't really want to wear any knee-high boots, or it's not a season to wear knee-high boots because you only wear them in the winter. In the summer and stuff, it's like there's no way you would put on any knee-high boots unless they're made of bamboo or something. Um, but a lot of people don't sell bamboo knee-high boots. Like my first pair of knee-high boots were bamboo, but they were bought on another country. Because I needed them for this thing that I was doing overseas. I was doing like a film, and and so I needed knee-high boots to look kind of sexy, but they were also mine, and they were quite cheap, and but they were made of bamboo, and I was like walking around in the hot and cool just fine, no matter how hot it is, I can wear my knee-high boots because they're made of bamboo kind of thing. But but yeah, but usually on the internet they're made of polyester, which is like really hot, so they're only all leather. I would want to buy leather ones or suede, but suede's quite warm too. I would like to buy probably a really expensive pair of leather ones, like because I do like leather shoes. My hush puppies are made out of a really good leather, really soft. I love my hush puppies, but I don't essentially need knee-high boots because you only wear them for the winter, and then you don't wear them at all. So unless they're made of bamboo or something, you can't wear them in the summer. So so yeah. So I generally just go with the ankle boots. I mean, they're just boots. I mean, you just wear boots. I would only wear knee-high boots if it went with an outfit. Like, say you're wearing a knee-length skirt and you don't want to really show your legs. You wear knee-high boots then. Or a dress. You can wear knee-high boots with some dresses. So in those instances, you would probably want to wear knee-high boots, but other than that, it's like screw. Other than that, it's like I don't really want to wear knee-high boots. Some pants, some wide leg pants, like look good with knee-high boots too. But generally, it's too hot, so you just don't wear knee-high boots, and you don't buy them because you don't want to wear them for longer than a couple months in winter. So yeah, so I sort of talk myself out of buying knee-high boots a lot, unless something's like $18 or something, or $15. But if I ever do buy them, I'll probably buy the leather ones that you can get from Myers or David Jones or something like that. Because they're like usually a pretty good leather, soft, comfortable leather, and yeah. So but I always buy everything on special, so I'd be like, I'll wait for my $100 special. That's down from $400. Thank you. But anyway, maybe in this at the end of the year, this year I might buy some knee-high boots, but I don't know, it seems silly when you realize you're not going to wear them all summer. But it's really just a winter thing. I was also thinking to myself about houses today. Like I overheard someone say, "Oh, a mortgage has gone up for like one of my kids' houses," and I was like, "Mortgage?" And I was like, I just woke up to that, and I was like, "Mortgage, more like house insurance," because I paid all my mortgages on my houses sometimes. Like sometimes like twice I full and paid off the house. And then people think you're so rich, they feel like they can charge you whatever amount for house insurance. And then you end up, being duped by house insurance. And so all my opportunities of being independent have been thwarted by this stupid house insurances. And so generally, like, I've paid the mortgage or have no issue paying the mortgage, and then it's like, then it comes with the house insurance, and then the house insurance is like thousands and thousands of dollars a week. And then that's sort of made me sell, or if I haven't been able to sell, I've abandoned houses I've full on paid for, like 100% paid for, because of the rising house insurance. So it's not the freaking house itself, it's the insurance that sort of gets you, and you're like, that is so unfair, you know. I mean, I should definitely like be living in my place, but no one else gets charged as much as I do with house insurance. And and people just think you can pay and pay and pay and pay and pay. It's like robbery, where you feel like you're being treated unfair. There's no way anyone else is paying that much, but you were charged that much because everyone just naturally probably has something against you, or they think you're ultra rich and can pay extended amounts. And the same thing happened with my cars. It's like everyone's like, "Oh, you've got an expensive car. Let's charge you like an extra amount to get it out of the impound." I was charged $15,000 when it should only be like $250, and it's like, and then I lost my car, you know. So because I mean, it was a nice car and everything, but I can't afford, $15,000 right out the bat without payment plans, and I don't have that much money, on me because I'm too busy paying for my house insurance. So it's everything in my life has been so unfair, and I just always feel like uh, I'm being treated unfair. I'm being cheated of opportunities because like there's no way like other people around you are being charged that much, but you were, and it's like you just feel like the world's like just so lopsided, and unfortunately it's lopsided against you. And a lot of times you just think, well, this is so unfair, because I definitely like had enough money to pay, and at times I even paid for the full house, and then it's like, but this stupid house insurance just goes up and up and up and inflates, and it's a crime. It should be a crime because not everyone's paying that much, but you were expected to. So I don't know if my name is on like the suitable to overcharge until they're bankrupt kind of thing, but but it's so unfair when you realize how unfair the world is. So that's sort of what I wake up thinking, like, cause I just hear stuff like that, and then I start feeling sorry for myself, and not having my independence is a big, like, people think, oh, that's fine because you're just lazy and you don't deserve it or whatever, but it really is just a big thing that you're not obtaining. I mean, it's freedom, and it's freedom to do whatever you like, and then of course, all these ridiculous charges come up, and everyone's like, pay, 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 pay. Everyone's pocketing thousands and thousands, making them millions and billions of dollars a week, and it's like, you're one of the people that are charged to pay more, and you're like, going, that's so unfair. So I think that is unfair. So, and that's my 2 cents about housing. So, now that I've had my spiel, I'll probably get up, take some Panadol just in case I'm getting sick, and make that appointment, and then I've got to work a little. I've got to do I'm going to do my magazine today, I think. Right? All after I feed the birds, because the birds are extra hungry these cooler months. They sit in a row on the balcony waiting to be fed. They're like going, yeah, 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 yeah. Like, they're not saying anything necessarily, but they're standing there saying, I want my breakfast, I want my breakfast. So, and since I don't get up till 9, it's like, you're usually pretty late for breakfast, and by that time the birds are pretty impatient.